Thank you, Youth Leader Lavi. Our next speaker is Youth Leader Anna Joseph. The title of her speech is Swimming Across the River of Life. Swimming Across the River of Life, Youth Leader Anna Joseph.
Am I audible at the back?
Yes.
Life is a great river, and crossing the river smoothly is a great challenge to everyone. Good evening, everybody. A small little girl started swimming on this beautiful planet on 20th March 2000 on a very bright and hot summer day in a small town of Kerala named Kodamangalam, the southernmost part of India. Kodamangalam is a beautiful town in the mountains of Kerala. Kodamangalam is now one of the most important pilgrim centers of Kerala, with a dozen churches, half a dozen ancient temples, and a few sacred mosques. Kodamangalam is also known as the entrance of High Range. Her mother is from this beautiful land. Her parents, Biju Joseph and Honey Biju, were so delighted to have a small baby daughter as their first child. That daughter was Anna, and that's me standing before you, Anna B. Joseph. I thank God for giving me such lovely parents, and my love for them is like a never-ending fragrance. I live happily with my parents on this beautiful earth. My parents were worried when I was late to start walking and talking. But now they are worried that I never stop talking. I lived happily with my parents only until the age of 2. Then came a new member into our family. Actually, an intruder. This new member was a fat, cute little boy. I was very jealous of the stranger because my mother used to take care of him a lot and not me anymore. That time, I thought he was my enemy, but later I realized he was my best friend. That stranger was naughty but lovable. When my brother was 2, he was a non-stop action boy, eating and playing. I thought he would leave me at peace at least when he sleeps, but he used to turn around in 360 degrees and push me out of the bed. I was like a toy to him. I spent my nights to roll back to the bed and push him to one side and making space for myself. When I was 4 years old, I was pushed to study. And it was a very boring job, but I liked it. Do you know why I like studies? My ambition in life is to become a professor. And unless I study well, I will not reach my goal. Teaching is a noble profession. And unless I study well, I will not be able to teach well. So here I am learning my lessons well. Now, my neighbors put on earplugs every morning to avoid hearing my loud reading. When I was 5 years old, my father flew out of my vision to a distant land. I was so sad to miss him. But after 1 year, the entire family joined him in Saudi Arabia. That was a joyful reunion. Now, my mother is working as a teacher in IS Jubail and my father is a meticulous engineer. My grandparents were so funny. They used to make us burst into laughter. Those halcyon days are now no more. All my grandparents passed away one by one. And my maternal grandmother was the last one who passed away when I was just 10 years old. Whenever whenever somebody talks about their grandparents so affectionately, I wish I could go to heaven and see them. However, that isn't possible. So whenever I miss them and feel low, I watch TV and to cheer me up. And it has become one of my favorite hobbies. But now it has changed. I have devoted my leisure time for YLP, which is not only enjoyable but also educative. Now I'm studying in 9th standard and my brother in 7th in IHB. I'm swimming happily with my parents. I do not know what problems might come into my life in the future. I'm praying to God to give me the strength to overcome all hurdles. With His blessings, I'm sure I will swim safely and reach my destination successfully. Over to you.